Hey everyone! Today I'm going to talk about why the phrase my body, my choice shouldn't be your go-to argument when arguing for abortion. The phrase speaks for itself, so I won't steelman the pro-choice side this time. I'll just explain what it means. So, of course, women should have independence and rights to their body. We as a society should protect those rights, and the government should as well. However, just as the government intercedes with our choices once they involve another person, the government must also intercede with a pregnant woman's choice to abort, as it then involves another person. If you want to argue that the fetus isn't a person, check out this video in the link above. So why do women say my body, my choice? Well, they claim the fetus is the woman's body, so therefore she should get to decide what to do with her body, and the government shouldn't be involved with that. That's basically it. But this phrase honestly makes no sense, especially because it's scientifically impossible for a fetus to be the mother's body. And you don't really even need to do deep research in biology to figure this out. Think it through. If you truly think that the fetus is the woman's body, then a mother's entire genetic makeup is radically changed and changed back in a span of 9 months. That's not plausible. What if the fetus has O blood type, green eyes, and is male? And let's say the mother has type A blood and blue eyes. By the my body, my choice logic, the mother would have A and O blood, blue and green eyes, both female and male genitals, have 2 braids and 20 fingers and 20 toes, and so on. Also, the mother would have 2 different DNA, the one that she has had all along and that of the fetus. But this second DNA would be specific to the fetus alone, who will continue to have that DNA for the rest of his or her life. How can her entire genetic makeup be one way and then radically change to something else and then revert back to her original genetic makeup when the fetus has left her body? Her entire genetic makeup can't change like that and back, which means she's hosting another human body in her womb. The fetus has its own genetic makeup that's incredibly different from the mother's, even if they have the same eye color, sex, and blood type. I actually saw a video on Live Action where Kristen Watson, the wife of Benjamin Watson, a famed NFL football player, speaks about the my body, my choice abortion argument. At the time, she was pregnant with twin boys and made a valid point that by the logic of the pro-choice party, consisting of fourth-wave modern feminists, if the 2 boys in her womb were truly her body, then she would be more male than female. She'd be outnumbered in her own sex as a woman because her body has more male than female. If it really were her body and her choice, pro-choice feminists would have to not contradict their own argument and then agree that Kristen Watson, within the 9 months of her pregnancy, is less of a woman and more of a male. But no one in their right mind would actually believe that. Also, women say the government should have no authority what they choose to do with their body. I think that's actually a reasonable proposition. As a general principle, the lesser the government interferes in an individual's life, the better, as it means greater individual liberty. And so, the government always has multiple laws about what we can and cannot do with our bodies. We can't go and prostitute ourselves, unless the law allows for it, like in certain counties of Nevada, in the US, and in some European countries. But we can't strip in a school. We can't go and beat the living daylights out of someone. Because what we choose to do with our bodies unjustly negatively affects other people. We all have our freedom to do what we want, but our freedom ends at the tip of another person's nose. As soon as our choices and our actions affect another innocent person, the government holds us liable, and justly so. That's why laws exist. So, since the fetus feels differently than you, may have its own gender, blood type, and eye color than you, killing it harms an innocent, alive body, and at that point, the government needs to step in and say, no, you can't do that. After all, if it was your own body, you would feel the pain the fetus feels during an abortion. The mother would feel as the doctor rips the fetus apart limb by limb and crushed its skull, because you can bet the fetus is going to feel it. If you want more on that, check out my video in the link above. But you don't feel that abortion on the fetus because it's not your own body. So yes, I do want to take away a woman's choice to do that, just as we take away everyone's choice to commit manslaughter without consequences. Just as we take away everyone's choice to commit theft without punishment. I don't want anyone to have the choice without legal repercussions to murder an innocent child, because it's wrong. Also, a side point, claiming my body, my choice actually negatively affects the mother. Think it through. Because then if it's her body, ask yourself, why should the father pay child support if the baby is born? It's her body, her choice, her problem. Why should the father be legally obligated to pay anything towards the mother? After all, the sex was consensual. If I give someone permission to punch me, why must they pay for my healing? Does a prize fighter, a boxer, or a mixed martial artist have to pay for the injuries of their opponents when they're in the ring? Not at all. The father needs to pay child support because by not paying, he negatively and unjustly jeopardizes the baby's care. He was well aware of the potential consequences, a natural consequence, of engaging in that activity. It is how nature designed all of our presence here. The statement, my body, my choice, is neither scientifically correct nor logical. An abortion isn't morally right because the fetus can't be your own body, and allowing harm to come to it would be morally wrong. It's not all about choice, because in the end, the value of life overrules the value of choice. Remember, life is a precondition to choice. Where there is no life, there is no choice. And wherever there is life, as in the fetus, the choice of that life has to be taken into account as well. The choice of the fetus, its natural instinct, is towards life. To learn more about that, check out the video in the link above. Thanks for listening, guys. Check out my healthcare video, my woman's reasons to abort are justified videos right here. Go ahead and leave a comment below with any questions or if you want to challenge my thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to see more of my upcoming videos and check out the rest of my channel. Thanks.